CEO and Chairman of the Board of the Experimental Aircraft Association, Mr. Jack Pelton.
Thank you, Dave. Welcome to AirVenture. You know, what's very special about AirVenture is it's an opportunity for us to really highlight the importance of general aviation, which some people don't realize in the country how important it is. It provides over $300 billion in economic impact. It provides over 1 million jobs. And it's really a national treasure when you think about some of the other things that general aviation does that we've been highlighting this week, which is humanitarian relief, flying, along with medical flights and law enforcement, so it's critically important. This week we've also been highlighting all the innovation and safety improvements that are going on and the importance of that. But probably one of the best things for that to happen is to have a supportive Secretary of Transportation along with the FAA and everybody trying to lock arms and do what's best for the American people, especially when it comes to dealing with safety. I'm very honored that this week Secretary Sean Duffy elected to come over and find out what this was all about, and he spent a lot of personal time here. He's asked a lot of questions, he's got out and seen a lot of things, and I'm very excited and interested to hear his opinions of what he thinks so far. So thank you. And Sean?
It's great to be with all of you. I apologize first off. I've come down with a cold. I lost my voice yesterday, but it came back for this great event today. Before we get started, just real quick, how many of you are not from Wisconsin? Raise your hand. Not. So all of you. Okay, great. So hopefully you've had some Spotted Cow beer, you've had cheese curds, and you've all experienced our great Wisconsin weather. I'll just encourage you to spend more money to help drive our economy in Wisconsin. We'd be grateful for that. Just spend a little bit more. But welcome to our great state. It's wonderful to be back here. I've spent my whole life in Wisconsin, born and raised a little bit further north, up in Hayward, and my congressional district was in Wausau and that northwestern third of the state. So it's good to be back. I just want to tell you all that I think it's fascinating that we have an administration that cares about aviation. Before I took this job, actually when the president gave me this job, he talked about big, beautiful roads and bridges that connect our people. That was the first thing he talked about. But the second thing he talked about in November of last year is he talked about aviation and how we have to make sure we focus on aviation. We upgrade our systems, we make it safer and more innovative. And so to have a president that cares like that about aviation is really helpful to drive the reform that we want to see in this space. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen what we've done with regard to air traffic control. We are going to modernize ATC. By the leadership of Sam Graves in the House, who's here, they gave us a historic $12.5 billion to start this upgrade, which is absolutely historic. And we are driving reform to bring online more of our air traffic controllers. You all know we're 3,000 short. We get slowed down, we get delays, we get cancellations. We're grateful for our current controller support, but we need to bring more people into the industry, and we want to ask those who are at the age of retirement to stay on and help us out. So excited about all of that, but I know that's not why you're all here today. We're excited because this administration, as I mentioned, along with the president, has promised to modernize aviation safety and efficiency, and today we're making good on that promise. We just finalized a major reform that's going to make recreational flying safer, more accessible, and far less red tape to tie us up in. And as you all know, that is our mission on MOSAIC. And so, that's right. So for too long, our rules have been outdated, holding back our pilots, our builders, and our innovators. It's been over 20 years since this rule has been updated, and by the way, a lot has changed in the last 20 years, and so that's why we're excited to be here today. But in essence, what we're going to do is we're going to remove outdated weight limits on light sport aircraft. We're going to allow properly certified pilots to fly more aircraft, including some aerial work. And this expands what qualifies as light sport, cutting unnecessary regulatory burdens while keeping safety front and center as we go forward with these rules. I couldn't be more grateful to one of my key partners in the FAA, which is Chris Rushlow, who's going to speak after me, but he has been a killer on, that's probably the wrong word. He's been critical in driving this reform, and now we have Brian Bedford, who is going to be the administrator and also cares about all of this as well. But we want to encourage way more interest in aviation. Sometimes I'm driving around and you see all the airplanes, it's hard to think we can have more interest because of all the interest here. We should have more interest in aviation. It's also going to allow us more capabilities and benefits to advanced air mobility, the eVTOLs that you're seeing around the air show. That's right. And it's going to enhance safety by ensuring the latest technologies are able to be incorporated into all of your aircraft. So this is an exciting time. I'm thrilled about the rule. And the one thing I'm going to ask you before I step back is the best ideas do not come from DOT. The best ideas don't come from the FAA. The best ideas come from all of you on how we can do a better job. And I would just tell you all, we have an open door. And if you have great ideas on what we can do differently, what we can do better, that's going to drive innovation and drive safety, we are all ears because I think that's the mission of government. The mission of government should not be to hold back and have so many burdensome rules and regulations that don't allow those innovators to innovate and drive your safety while you're in the air. So I want to thank you all for coming out. Happy to be back in Wisconsin, and I would just make one last pitch that you all spend a little more money than you ever anticipated in Wisconsin. Help drive this great economy. Thank you all very much.
Dream of becoming a pilot one day but don't know where to start? How to Become a Pilot is your ultimate guide. This book breaks down everything you need, from private pilot to airline transport pilot, covering what training you need, how much it costs, and most importantly, how to save money along the way. I'm Bob Cam, one of the instructors at AV8 Prep, and as a flight instructor, I know just how overwhelming this process may seem. But with the right knowledge, you can do it and save money. Just remember, the more you learn before your lessons, the easier the training will be. Take control of your aviation dream today. How to Become a Pilot will show you how. Enter your email, and AV8 Prep will send you a free copy.